So the first thing we need to do in this problem, and probably one of the most important things we have to do, is to expand the given equation. This because we later will need to cancel both sides for there to be a more reduced equation. And this is just terms of practicality to approach the answer.
So here you cancel them out and you're left with this. So you put the limit, which is 5, here on the x's, and you remain with 10 over 8, which is 5 over 4, simplified.
You can see in this graph, as the line approaches 5 both from the right and from the left side of the graph, it is getting closer and closer to the answer that we got, which was 5 over 4 or 1 1/4. This is clearly shown in the graph that is displayed in here. So for this problem, we had to find the equation of the tangent line at x equals 4. First, what we had to do was to prepare this equation to differentiate, because there is a square root. So what we had to do is to make it an exponent. So we made it 1/2. Next, the first thing we had to do is to differentiate this function. So f prime of x is equal to 2x negative 1 over 2 minus 2, and the 1 becomes a 0. And then if you write this correctly, because it's a negative, you put it down, and then a fraction, it's a square root, and the minus 2 stays the same. Next, you have to find the slope, and to find the slope, we had to substitute the 4 in the f prime. So we substitute the 4 into a square root of x, and then we simplify and solve, and we get the slope of -1. The third step is to find the y-intercept, and for this we have to substitute the x into the original function, which is this one. And so we substitute the 4 in the square root of x and the 4 in the -2x. We solve 8 minus 8, 0, plus 1, f of 4 equals 1, so we get the y coordinate. And then you have the coordinates of the point, which are 4, 1, 4 in the x-axis and 1 in the y-axis. And then what you finally need to do is use the formula y equals mx plus b. You substitute all of the values that you have, which we have the y, which is 1, equals the slope, which is -1, and then the x, which is 4, and plus b, we need to find b. So we solve for b, multiply this times this, pass it to the other side, 1 plus 4, 5, b equals 5, and so to end we just write the answer as slope in this formula, which is y equals -1x plus 5. In this problem, we were asked to find the tangent line, the equation of the tangent line in the point of x equals 4 of the function that was given. In this graph, the red line is the graph of the